Hi, everybody!
I woke up this morning to my phone absolutely blowing up, which is totally not normal for me. Most of the time, I get maybe 10 total notifications. Today, I had 80. So I knew something had happened overnight. I thought it was probably going to be something King of Fighters related, since that is the fighting game most of my friends pester me about, or just SNK stuff in general. However, since Bandai Namco had done their own things at EVO Japan, it was related to that. I instantly knew it was going to be the next character. But to my surprise, it's Lidia Sobieska making her return to Tekken. Now, I had heard Lidia would be part of Season 1 thanks to the leaks, and thanks to some of my own sources. But I was expecting she'd be the character we'd get in the fall. Also, I'm happy I can spam this stinger throughout this video, because a lot of my friends called me Delulu about Lidia ever coming back, since Reina apparently plays a lot like her.
Tell me when I'm telling lies!
I really wish that you fucking dumbasses wouldn't do that, because now I gotta deal with a smug son of a bitch the whole fucking video.
So if you know any of my Tekken history, you'll know I was very late to the game when it came to Tekken 7. Lidia was in fact already out. I didn't play her right away because I didn't know about her. I played a few matches with friends and did treasure battles as well. Yeah, I was having fun with the game because it's a 3D fighter, and those types of fighting games are my preference generally speaking. But I was struggling to find a character that I loved playing. I tried out all the standard beginner characters, as I had heard Tekken was a little complex and intimidating. It is. I also tried out Lily because she's the character that initially drew my attention thanks to her style, and I could tell I'd grow into her eventually.
Grow into her? What kind of hentai have you been watching lately? Goddamn, son!
But she wasn't the right character for me to start with. So I kept playing around. I tried out Elisa for a bit, as I loved the character thanks to my friend Setsi Cause on Twitch being Annalisa main. I loved the character, but again, still a bit too advanced for me starting out. In Tekken 8, she's my secondary, but now she's likely to be my third, so my search for a main continued. So I tried out Asuka Kazama during a Twitch stream when my friends said they found Asuka boring. I'm ever the contrarian. I tried her out and things started clicking. I started having a ton of fun, since I can be an absolute turtle in fighters when I want to. So I kind of had a main, but she didn't have the spark for me in Tekken 7. Loved her design though. What can I say? I dig tomboys.
Oops, I'm breaking the fourth wall.
Hey man, there ain't nothing wrong with that. We all got our types and our preferences, like I prefer goth mommies, but you know, that's just my thing.
So I kind of kept fooling around with other characters, and I was watching Tekken videos since the bug had finally bit me for this franchise. When I saw Lidia in a thumbnail, I thought, she's cute, let's check this video out. Heard she was the Prime Minister of Poland, and that was the moment where I knew I had to play this character. I grew up around Polish people, so I've always had a soft spot for them and their culture. A few of my favorite insults and swear words are even Polish, so if you ever hear me saying dupek or kurwa, chances are I'm fairly annoyed or excited depending on the context. Too bad my favorite Polish insult isn't TOS friendly. If you're interested in finding out my favorite Polish swear word, hit the subscribe button and head on over to my X account, links in the description. But anyways, for Lydia's basic moves, I was in heaven. She literally plays like my Dead or Alive main Hitomi, which I know my Hitomi play drives my editors crazy. I guess good thing my main's low tier for life.
Tell me when I'm telling lies!
Yeah, because if Hitomi ever gets to be a good character, I am banning you from playing her at all fucking times when I'm playing.
I also know one of my co-streaming friends is fearing when they have to face me with Lidia in Tekken 8 this summer. Hey As of the Ace, how are you doing? I'm apparently already scary enough when I use Asuka, Elisa, and Lily, and I can't consistently do some of their crazier combos, but I'm excited because my main is back in town. And yes, that is a Thin Lizzy reference. If you like hard rock and heavy metal, comment below some of your favorite bands and songs. I'm always looking for new music to check out. So this is something I want to discuss. I don't think Lidia is going to be as meta-defining as she was in Tekken 7, where she was an absolute powerhouse. Yes, you do have to make your DLC characters generally good, or people are going to feel like they were ripped off money-wise. Yes, I'm looking at USNK with Billy Khan in the King of Fighters 15. Him and Whip are literally pathetic in that game. But we just had Eddie Gordo for the first character, and he is literally meta-defining at present. I don't think Bandai Namco are going to want to have two characters back-to-back who are going to shape the meta. That's likely just going to piss off the core fanbase. The reason Lidia was so meta in 7 was thanks to the fact she didn't play like any of the other characters on the roster. I kind of alluded to it earlier in the video, she plays much more like a Dead or Alive character. Admittedly, a very advanced DOA character, but she has much more in common with them. Also, Lidia feels like she was almost a proving ground for some ideas found within Tekken 8. She was much more aggressive than the other characters on the roster, and we know Tekken 8 is supposed to be the antithesis of 7. If I were to hazard a guess, I'd say Lidia will be an upper mid-tier character. I think she'll be a character who benefits greatly from the heat system as it feels almost tailor-made for her. If you agree with this statement, hit the like button. Either way, tiers don't really matter in fighting games. It's not like the majority of us are going to compete at EVO. The majority of us are just gonna fuck around with friends. But goddamn am I excited to play my main again. Either way, the point I'm trying to make is, Lidia is going to be a character who benefits from the heat system and how Tekken 8 works as a whole. Since her being the final character from 7, and the fact her gameplay in that title puts her more in line with how Tekken 8 plays, means she'll at minimum be decent, unless they do to her what they did to Leroy and absolutely gut her best moves. So if you're somewhat serious about fighting games, then you're always going to have a rotation of characters you play. For me, it looks like Lidia will be my main, Asuka gets moved to my secondary, Elisa my third, and I'll throw Lily out there every once in a while. Who are your mains in Tekken though? I'd love to know, and I'm especially curious if Lidia shakes up how you're going to play the game going forward. Clearly, she has shaken the foundation of how I'm going to play the game moving forward. The only way Lidia falls out of my top spot is if she's unplayably bad, which I don't think Bamco will do, because her fanbase is absolutely rabid. I may have been vocal about Lidia coming back, but some of her more diehard fans, even more vocal about it. But yeah, Lidia will be my main as she suits my rushdown preference perfectly. Asuka comes in at number 2 because I'm super comfortable with her at this point in time, and she's actually who I use when I'm warming up. Elisa will be my third pick because I love her playstyle. It suits me well, but I have to be warmed up enough to use her, and I don't see that changing. Then Lily is my last because she's the one I'm least comfortable using at this point in time, but I do have fun using her. This is something else I wanted to discuss, but I didn't feel it warrants an extra video. Now that Lidia is back, I don't feel compelled to buy Season Pass 2. I probably would have if Lidia was not one of the characters in the first pass. But why am I not feeling compelled to get Season Pass 2, which we won't see until 2025? It's because the characters I actually care about are all on the roster now. The fact I will have 4 characters I'll adore playing is just a massive bonus. For me to get any future season passes, they'll have to include a really interesting guest character, which for me would have to be Tifa Lockhart, a Dead or Alive character, or an oddball pick like the second Kunimitsu. At this point, I'm satisfied with the product we have. But back to Lidia for one more moment. To all the people who said Lidia would never come back thanks to similarities to Reina, this clip pretty much tells it all.
But guess what? You were all wrong! Wrong, 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 wrong!
I love that I get to use an Edge clip for this one because Edge is my favorite wrestler of all time. Continue.
Just because a character has 1 or 2 moves that are similar or have similar properties doesn't mean they can't coexist.
Tell me when I'm telling lies!
This kind of thing happens in fighting games all the time. Look at Ryu and Ken. They're basically the exact same moveset, but slightly different character models.
Just look at how many fucking Mishimas there are and how different but similarly they all play to one another. Maybe next time listen to me instead of putting me down, because it's clear as day the only thing Reina and Lidia share is the fact they're stance-based to a degree. So when do you think Lidia is going to drop? All we know for now is summertime. I imagine she'll be out before EVO, which takes place July 19th through 24th. I imagine we'll see her the last week of June, first week of July. Either way, comment when you think she'll release. Thanks go out to my current channel members, Art Campbell and Danny Boy. If you'd like to help the channel further, you can do so by hitting the join button or the link in the description. If you become a channel member, you'll get exclusive content and early access to videos. Want more of my Tekken content? Check out why Special Style needs to be banned in Ranked, or check out why we need a reputation system in the game. Until next time, keep blazing that trail.